good morning. So, first snow of the year. We are again eastbound and down on Vail Pass. I got a memo this morning stating that I-70 Vail Pass chains required. So I was looking at my phone and I had CDOT, Colorado Department of Transportation, quick link tagged my homepage so I could pull up and see the active chain laws. And it was missing from my phone. I'm like, what happened to it? Well, I'll go back to CDOT.org and CDOT.org, okay. And, or CDOTrip.org, I think it is, yeah. And re-download it. I can't find it. I can't find it anywhere. They got them California transplants in the Department of Transportation in Colorado, and now everything is going to hell. I'll give you an example. I can't find that page. I can't find any information for active chain laws. Before, I used to be able to go to that page, and everywhere chain laws were up, it would tell you which direction, either both, north, south, east, west, which mountain passes had an active chain law in effect. It's completely gone. I've spent a good 45 minutes looking for it already. Still have not found it. Even went to their search button and typed in active chain laws. Cannot find it. Give me tips on chaining up, but that's about it. And then, you know, the laws for chaining up, the fines for not chaining up. So I'm a little bit upset right now because all the road signs, the digital boards, will always tell you all CMV must chain up. Vail Pass. They'll tell you wherever area you're at, you have to chain up. So they've got a sign down there at the bottom, chains required when flashing, and it's at the very entrance of the chain station. Look where we're at. Do you see a need for chains right now? No. I'm pissed off about it because as a trucker, I need this information. So what I did, and apparently what I'm going to have to do, is look at the cameras, because they got cameras on here. Live feed, which is nice. So I can pull up the live feed and look at the road condition and determine whether or not I'm going to put chains on. None of the digital readout boards approaching Vail Pass said anything about chain laws for CMV. Sometimes they'll do this, and it keeps changing year by year. The longer these Californians are here, the more things are going to get jacked up. Like right now in California, when chain laws go up, they stop traffic. Nobody gets through until they go through an inspection by transportation employees and Caltrans out there. They don't have CDOT, Department of Transportation, called California Transportation, Caltrans. They have to inspect each vehicle before they will let it go through. Well, Colorado doesn't do that, and I asked a state trooper at the scale over there in over by Dumont when they're going to implement that. Oh, they won't do that. No, we're not going to do that. I'm like, well, they do it in California, and they're moving in here from California. So just give it some time. I see it going that way. Just the last few years, I noticed they started closing Vail Pass. You know, I came across it where the sign said Vail Pass closed. Park at DOT, or park at the parking area there in Dot Cerro, mile marker 133. And I thought, that's where I spent the night last night actually. I had enough time to get to the bottom of Vail Pass, and that was it. There's no parking there. I'm not going to park at the chain station. So, one thing I know from doing this for so long is they will have a chain law up in the morning, but come late morning, mid-morning, it's 9:50 right now. If it's not still continually heavy snowing, then it'll break up. Like look at this, it broke up. I looked at the cameras, and I'm not going to put my chains on and have them worn out for when I really do need them. And that is what's got me so pissed off. They've got that sign down there on the bottom flashing, telling on all these poor bastards are over there chaining up because they don't know better. I consider this my home right here. I'm here all the time. You guys know that. I know these mountains very well. And like I said, none of the readout boards said that. Had the readout boards said that, the electronic signs, you know, go across the highway, then I would have pulled over and looked at the cameras as well and said, okay, yep, better just go ahead and chain up. But now, all these people are putting chains on. Well, good for them. They need to learn how to do it anyway. But it's unnecessary. It is going to wear out the equipment. Do they care? No, they don't care. And that's the problem with America, I think, is they don't have anybody who is actively in charge of this area. And if they are, because apparently there is somebody, they don't do a very good job of it. It should, first of all, there should be an easy access information of active chain laws for truckers on their website. It is impossible to find. I haven't found it yet after 45 minutes of looking. I am pretty computer savvy. I know kind of what I'm doing. And I can't find it. They did have one up there before, and I used to hate their website because it was so bloated with ads. And it's like, this is a state-funded, taxpayer-funded website that is information for taxpayers. Why would they charge people? I hate that. Every time these truckers do that, they pass you, cars do the same thing. They pass you as soon as you get to the crest, and then they think you're going to go as slow as them. Just because I have it heavy. I'm in a pissed off mood right now. Anyway. No chain law. The chain law is up at the sign down at the bottom. And people are chaining up. As you can see, we sure need chains, don't we? No, we don't. And I mean, like I said, I come here all the time, so I know what to look for. I know how to get the information I need. They don't make it easy for people. Oh, here we got here. Somebody don't know how to drive in the snow. Man, he's up in a precarious position. He's got that tractor up that hill. He went up and over. He's surprised he didn't go sliding down. He's wrapped around a light pole, but he didn't touch the light pole. That would have just added another bill to it. Now, see, I didn't look to see if he had chains on. I don't think he did. You should be able to pause the video, go back and look and see if he has chainsaw. I'll do the same thing just for my own knowledge. Yeah, you put your chains on. Totally unnecessary. You know, they should say, look at that guy's CDOT. He's plowing the highways. He's just trimming the edges. He should be like, yeah, the roads are just wet. Take the chain law down. Well, apparently they took it down because it's not on the digital readout boards, but it is still on that sign at the bottom that says chains required when flashing, and it's flashing like a flasher from the 70s. You know, it's ridiculous. And I can bitch and complain all I want, and nothing will ever happen. Who do you talk to? You know, even when you do, nothing happens. I tried to tell the guy in Granby there about the markings on the highway. When I come out of my doctor's office, I want to turn left. You got a vacant marking on the highway that is lined off that you can't use. They go, oh, we just got an extra lane here. Well, when you try to go left, there's only one lane to go left. And with the way the traffic is up there now, instead of having a turn left and acceleration lane, which would fit into that dead lane, they don't have anything. So I went and pointed it out to them. I go, look at this highway, because I have to deal with this. And so I go, you guys have a dead zone in your markings, and you need to have one in the left-hand lane, or in that southbound. Actually, it'll be eastbound because it's Highway 40. In the eastbound lane, a left turn acceleration lane, so that you can, when you have traffic clear on one side, you can get in there and then deal with traffic coming the other way. You know, and you can merge into it safely, but you have it cordoned off. You have a dead lane there, and you're not using it when you need to use it. You can go look at the Granby Medical Center in Granby and look at the left-hand turn lane directly across from the entrance to the medical center there, and the Forest Service right there. So if you're going to make a left, you can see there's all these lanes. There's 2 lanes going west and 1 left turn lane, a dead lane, and then a single lane. Or the dead lane is in between the 2 lanes and the left-hand turn lane across from the medical center. And you can look at Google Maps to see what I'm talking about. It's ridiculous, but I told somebody, nothing happens. I went down to the barn and told the guy, pointed it out to him. He didn't do a thing about it. You know, and so I know that because I did it in the spring before they painted, and they painted right over what they had. So I mean, I'm telling you guys this because if you're truckers, active truckers, when you come to Vail Pass and these other mountain passes, they do have cameras. Go to the cameras. I mean, like, I already knew that if they have chain laws up in the morning and it looks pretty decent out, that it breaks down, because I'm a mountain man. So I know it breaks down unless it's a heavy, full-on raging storm. Yeah, it's not going to break down. But if it's an overnight snow, the next day, yeah, chain laws will be required because of snowpack. But let the sun break it up a bit, let it stop snowing, temperatures will rise a bit. Watch how fast the road breaks down. It does. And so I'm like, well, chain law might be in the morning, but afternoon when I go through, it should be okay. I already know this is a rule. So when I saw that chain lines flashing, I pulled over and I looked at the cameras, and I'm like, there's no snow up there. Because I couldn't find the information on the website that I needed before it used to be, I would look at the website, and when they would take it down there first, before they would take it down anywhere. So they would take it down, and I was like, there's no active chain miles. I don't care what the street sign says. I'm going off the website, because that's the first one that would, they would change or activate, and you know, in case they had to close it up for chains again, they would activate that first. Once they put those signs on the highway, it takes them forever to turn them off. I don't know what that is. But anyway, they took that away from us. And maybe they did it on purpose because it was useful information and I would go off of it, and they didn't want me to probably do that, which is probably why they did it. I don't know. But I have ways around it. Like I said, I know what these mountains are like, what they do, all that happy stuff. So, like, I know usually about Halloween, the snow will be on the ground to stay. It snowed, yes. Is it going to stay? I don't know. If the sun comes out tomorrow, it'll be all gone. But usually by Halloween, it's here to stay. That's why, you know, when I see everybody celebrating, you know, like Halloween and autumn, up in the mountains, we're like, yeah, we already went through that season. We're in full-blown winter now. You know, it's kind of funny, but anyway, sorry for the rant and rave, but you know, as a truck driver, we need this information to be up to date. And my point is, like, you know, those guys, yeah, they can put their chains on. If they deserve to put them on. If they don't know how to look for the active live information to see what's actually going on. There was no cops there to bust me. Had there been there and they did give me a ticket, I would be fighting it in court, and then I could probably get my say in. Because there's no need for it. You wear your chains down, and then come find the time you need them, they're all broken and worn out. Now you can cause problems. Now there should be a sign up here if in fact Eisenhower has chain law in effect, because it could be like that. They could have one side snowing like crazy and one mountain range that's not. Usually your first snow will cause these. That is a van. Hope they're okay. Looks like it's pretty toasted up. But the driver compartment looked alright. Hope you're wearing your seatbelt. So if in fact Eisenhower Tunnel has chains up, that digital readout will say it. Might have to do the same thing, pull the cameras up. There's a camera right there, by the way. So if you're an active trucker, do your due diligence and look for the information. Everybody has the internet on their phone mostly now. You can look up live cameras, see what's going on, because the people who are in charge are not all there. They're not proactive. So anyway, that was Vail Pass, first snow of the season. .31 balmy degrees out. We'll call this video good for now. If I get some snow, I'll film another one. So with that being said, thanks again for riding shotgun with Mountain Man Mike. Hope you got some information out of this. Until the next time, enjoy. Peace. We're back in the window washer fluid season. See ya.